Looking at your document about restraint escape techniques, I'll create a viral video script. Here's an improved version of your prompt for future use. Improve prompt. Create a viral 6-7 minute teleprompter script, 900-1050 words, that hooks viewers in the first 15 seconds and maintains engagement throughout. Include hyperbolic opening, strategic curiosity gaps, 3+ viewer objection addresses, conversational authority tone, numbered pauses, pause X's, spelled out numbers, and strong subscribe engagement CTA. Focus on entertainment education balance with share-worthy moments. Teleprompter script, the survival skill that could save your life. What if I told you that 99% of preppers are missing the one skill that could mean the difference between life and death? Not fire making, not water purification, not even first aid. I'm talking about something so overlooked that even the most experienced survivalists completely ignore it. And yet this single capability could render every other preparation you've made completely useless if you don't have it. Stay with me because by the end of this video, you'll understand why law enforcement and military personnel train extensively in this skill while civilians remain dangerously unprepared. And I'm going to show you exactly how to master it. Let me paint you a picture. You've got your bug-out bag perfectly packed, your water filtration system is top-notch, you can start a fire in wet conditions and build shelter that would make Bear Grylls proud. But here's what the prepper community doesn't want to talk about. 33% of kidnappings happen in urban environments. Victims are typically restrained within the first 4 minutes. And when that happens, all your wilderness survival skills become completely irrelevant. Now, I know what you're thinking. That's not going to happen to me. That's exactly what every victim thought too. Professional security experts don't prepare for likely scenarios. They prepare for high-impact scenarios. And being physically restrained is one of the highest impact situations you could face. The skill I'm talking about is restraint escape. The ability to break free from handcuffs, zip ties, duct tape, or rope. And here's the shocking part, less than 2% of civilians have any training in this area. Think about that, 2%. Meanwhile, journalists, travelers, and aid workers have been detained in 47 countries just this year alone, with restraints being standard practice. But why do preppers miss this? Simple. The survival community has romanticized wilderness scenarios. Everyone wants to be the person who can hunt with a bow and arrow, but nobody wants to think about urban threats. The truth is, you're statistically more likely to face a human-created emergency than you are to get lost in the woods. Let me address the second thing you're probably thinking right now. Isn't this illegal? Actually, no. Possessing escape knowledge and tools is legal in most jurisdictions when used for self-defense. The techniques I'm about to share are taught to law enforcement, military personnel, and security professionals worldwide. So let's start with the most common restraint, zip ties. Here's what you need to know. Plastic zip ties are incredibly strong against pulling force, but they have a critical weakness. They're vulnerable to sharp, sudden impact. The technique is actually simple. Position your hands with the zip tie restraint between your arms. Raise your hands above your head, then drive your arms downward forcefully while pulling your elbows apart. The key is speed and the sharp motion. Practice this movement and you can break free in seconds. Now for duct tape, which relies on adhesive strength, not tensile strength. This means rapid movement creates shearing force that splits those adhesive bonds. Place your wrists together, make fists to create space, then execute a sharp outward and downward motion. Even multiple layers of tape will fail against proper technique. But here's where it gets really interesting. The best escape tool you can carry looks completely innocent. Kevlar shoelaces. They look identical to regular laces, but can saw through plastic restraints using friction. Airport security won't give them a second glance, yet they provide an always available escape option. For handcuffs, you need to understand the mechanism. Standard cuffs have single and double lock systems. With the right technique, common items like bobby pins or hair barrettes can create improvised shims. The key is understanding hand positioning and working with limited visibility when your hands are behind your back. Now, the third objection I hear constantly is about training safety. Won't I hurt myself practicing? not if you do it right. Start with training restraints that break more easily. Always have safety scissors nearby. And practice with supervision initially. The statistics show that trained individuals have a 94% success rate escaping single restraints, and they're 12 times faster than untrained people. Here's what really drives this home for me. It only takes 3 to 5 practice sessions to develop basic proficiency. 3 to 5 sessions. You probably spend more time than that choosing what to watch on Netflix each week. Yet 89% of civilians have never practiced restraint escape techniques even once. The reality is, this skill gives you something that no amount of gear can provide: confidence. When you know you can escape from restraints, it changes how you carry yourself. It changes how you assess threats. And it gives you options in situations where others would be completely helpless. Look, I'm not trying to make you paranoid, but I am trying to make you complete. If you're serious about preparedness, if you're serious about protecting yourself and your family, then you need to address the gaps in your skill set. And this is the biggest gap that exists in the prepper community today. So here's my challenge for you. Spend 5 minutes this week practicing safe restraint escape techniques. Time yourself, track your improvement, and then teach someone else. Because when you spread this knowledge, you're not just protecting yourself, you're protecting your entire network. If this video opened your eyes to something you hadn't considered before, smash that like button. Subscribe if you want more content that goes beyond the typical prepper advice everyone else is sharing. And check out my other videos where I break down the skills that could actually save your life, not just the ones that make for good campfire stories. Remember, in a true emergency, knowledge beats gear every single time.